This is Shaun Sport in podcast form.
West Coast Fevers, Kelsey Brown's dropped in. We haven't seen her for a few weeks. Does she look amazing every time she comes in here?
Always fresh.
She looks like she's photoshopped in real
I know.
life.
Yeah. Do you know why, Shaun? Because as Katy Perry sings, it's a woman's world.
It certainly is. And Katy Perry will be performing at the AFL Grand Final before the game. What do we know about the Super Netball Grand Final? Do they have a
We know it's
big-time
in
performance
Adelaide.
anymore? I know you don't have any money in the competition these days.
Adelaide's finest. What's that, Guy Sebastian?
I have no idea what they do for pre-game entertainment or halftime or whatever. Haven't been in a grand final for a while.
Thanks for
Haven't even
rubbing it
been in a
Shaun.
final series for a while. So it's an exciting time to be in Kelsey World playing for Fever at the moment because, we've got finals coming up.
Big time.
Yeah, it's exciting. But, definitely in Adelaide. They sold it a few years ago. It's tough because Adelaide are in the finals. So,
Yeah, I
so
know.
it's going to be
It's
their
not
home
good.
ground.
What time do they play the grand final game in netball?
Again, have no idea. 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
So
don't
it's
know.
not a night game?
It's a-
No.
I suppose that doesn't matter because
It's
you're
twilight.
inside.
We're going 7. We're going as a night game at
7
7.
p.m. I have no idea.
That's Adelaide
I'll tell
time,
you when we
though.
get there.
Yeah, absolutely.
5:30 our time.
Tell you what, is it a tight season between the three of you guys up there, Pointy End in particular? I know you're playing Melbourne this weekend, but the way it's finishing this year, it can go any way. You had a 1-point win against the Vixens on the weekend, but either
Great
time
win,
you
by
play
the
them,
way.
and of course Adelaide, it's tough.
Yeah, I think the permutations that can happen at the moment are pretty exciting, and it's always nice when it comes down to the last round of the SSN season and so many things can happen. And I think outside of probably one team who is still playing for ladder position, every single game this weekend matters. So I think that's exciting for netball. And I think for us, it's a nice reflection to go we're equal first, or however you want to put it at the moment. We've had a rocky sort of second half to the season, and to still be in the position of being able to win and end up on top of the ladder is pretty cool after the season that we've sort of had. So, it'll be a big game this weekend. Mavs are playing for their finals berth, and they're a first-year club as well. So, huge game. We've got a record crowd coming out to RAC Arena, which is exciting as well. Every single week I look at the stats and go, imagine playing in front of, 11, 12,000 people. We've opened up the fourth rung of RAC Arena. So, for netball, it's pretty exciting.
Massive, yeah. I was there that home game you played where there were 11,000 people there, and the noise is extraordinary.
And imagine all of those people just cheering for you.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right.
Sometimes I just, when we run out before the game, I just sort of think this is unbelievable, and I think I always just have like a pinch me moment.
Yeah.
Would have been great if you had
That's
them
so
on
good,
hand
Kels.
just when you're having a low day.
I just
little
go
hype
back
squad.
into that moment and just think all of those people are cheering for me.
Yeah,
For me.
you
It kind of
personally.
justifies your decision to move over here because you come over the other side of the country. You weren't sure how it's going to all end up, and it's ending up brilliantly at the moment. But you're playing a successful team, and you're playing the RAC Arena in front of a massive crowd all the time.
Yeah, you couldn't probably write it. I think I said when I first came in here with you guys, I never thought that I would end up in Perth, but I adore it here. And I think playing in front of the RAC crowd, the Green Army, is probably the best I've played in front of. I've played in World Cups and grand finals, but this every single, and this is just a home game. So for us, it's really important for us to try and get a home final, and that's on the cards sort of this weekend. So I think for me, it's been the best experience, just even playing in front of an RAC home crowd.
Wild.
Hey, because all week we've been getting people to tell us what their signature dish is because we're going to be choosing a lucky one and they're going to win something amazing.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
I do.
What? And
straight away.
And this is something that everyone knows you for?
Well, if you're in my life, yes. Yeah, salmon bowl.
Salmon bowl.
Salmon
Okay.
bowl.
Salmon bowl. I know, so boring, but it's
No,
delicious.
So, talk us through it.
Nathan,
So
Nathan's
it's
just dropped.
crispy salmon,
Yeah.
rice.
Okay, I like crispy salmon,
But you
rice.
have to. The main part is you have to have the seaweed. Have you ever had the seaweed squares?
Yes.
So you get the seaweed
Oh,
squares.
I like this so
Yeah.
far.
So you have veggies, and you'll have like a bit of mayo and some sriracha, and then you'll get the seaweed, and you'll put the seaweed, the little concoction that you've made of the salmon in the
Yes.
seaweed, and then you eat it like a boat. float.
Oh.
For everyone at home,
Vegetables-
I'm using my hands.
Yeah, very Italian today.
Very handsy. What vegetables are you putting in it?
Broccoli, I do a bit of cucumber and carrot, but it's simple, but it's delicious.
I would eat that one.
So mixing the sriracha and everything like that it gets rid of just the blandness of the rice and the veggies.
and the veggies, and there's a bit of soy sauce in there as well. So there's 3 sauces, 3 veggies, and some salmon. But the key part is the seaweed, guys.
Right,
And
we're
are
going to
we
need the portion
brown
sizes.
rice? What sort of rice are we going?
I just go white rice.
Do you?
Yeah.
You know what? Well, then again, you're doing exercise to burn off the
Yeah.
white rice. I have brown rice and hopefully
Yes.
hope that it does the same thing my body as a workout does.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad you like that one.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Hey, Kels, just a second ago, I'm not sure if you heard the callers, people randomly picking up strangers because they've been asked to.
Yes.
Have you ever had to pick up a hitchhiker or a stranger?
No, but I have considered hitchhiking one time. I was stuck on the way home from a MCG football game.
Yeah.
There was all the public transport was full, everything. I had to get all the way back to Geelong. Yeah, considered it, but no, I've never had to pick anyone up. But yeah, can you imagine that? Hey, can you just take me back to Geelong? I'm in the middle of Richmond.
Yeah.
Yes.
I ran out of petrol once after, on a Sunday morning, and I was on my way to training. You know those Sunday morning trainings that you have to turn up from, and
You know,
some
Nathan.
dude come and pick me up. I sat standing on the side of the road, and this guy says, "You need a lift." I went, "Thank God." And he took me to Fremantle Pool so I could be a part of training in the morning.
What about the time? I mean, it's not a lift. It was sort of is a lift. I was in Sydney and it was just after Big Brother and everything was very confusing. And one night I was on the train and I didn't know how to really use the trains in Sydney. And then we ended up at the end of the train line and there was no one else on the train.
You're in the Blue Mountains or something.
Yeah, and I'm just like literally sitting there on the train, and then the train driver came back, and I was walking back and saw me in the carriage and said, "Excuse me, mate, what's going on?" And then he recognised me, and I said, "I don't know what I'm doing here." So then he said, "Wait there," and he made a couple of calls, and then he got the okay to take the entire train back into the city to drop me off.
Oh, that's great.
I actually do have one. I actually do have one time. I parked in the wrong area and my car was getting towed, but I had my puppy with me. So I said to the guy, I was like, "I understand you have to take my car, but I've got my puppy with me. I can't get in an Uber and I can't get in a taxi.
Yes.
So can you drive me home?" So he, with my car on the back of the tow truck,
While he's
drove
towing
me home.
your
While he's
car?
towing my car. And he did explain to me, he's like, "Oh, once it's on there, I get in
Sure.
trouble if you
It's
take."
in
And
the
I was
system.
like, "That's fine. I don't care. I will pay for my car to get out, but please drop me home." So he took a detour on the way to driving my car to the tow yard.
impounding your car.
Yeah.
So he
And
dropped
I
you
was
home
sat-
and took your car away.
Yeah, I'm just sat in the car with my puppy on my lap with the tow driver. We made friends. It was fine.
I would have said to him, "Mate, I thank you so much for doing this for me. I don't really know you too well, so I'll just sit back in my car."
Yeah, so there's that one.
That's an incredible story.
Hey, Kels, can I ask you why the new Melbourne Mavericks team have been successful in their first year?
Yeah, I think obviously the way that they structured their recruiting, and I think they went and got a lot of sort of young players that were itching at starting opportunities and coming together. They're sort of a young group, and I think I've been a part of an inaugural team before, and it is a really exciting time. You get to build the culture from scratch. You get to build how the team sort of looks, and so I think to be a part of that gives you a fair bit of spirit. But they've won a lot of games by sort of 1 point here and there. The last 2 games they're coming off, they've won by 1 goal wins. So I think that gives you a lot of confidence. And when you're going into the next week, it is. You're feeling really spirited. You're feeling like you can get over the line across top teams. And I have no doubt that this weekend they're very confident that they can get over the line with us.
Oh,
Can I say,
take your time.
your lips are marvellously glossed.
They are.
What gloss are we
Yes,
using?
so I'm not sponsored by any of these people. Maybe you can, guys, if you're listening. But I have been using the Summer Fridays. It's like this, and I've got the iced coffee one at the moment. It's amazing, but it's a $40 lip gloss. Like, it's ridiculous.
wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't afford
paying
that.
off.
Yeah.
I can't afford that.
Do you just
But
go in
I
there
do.
and do a tester every day?
Yeah, I've gone in this morning, asked them to open up early.
Amazing. Well, good luck as you
Absolutely,
take
Cal.
on with getting a sponsor for your lips,
Yeah.
but also when the Fever take on the Mavs.
Wouldn't that be so funny if you had an official lip sponsor?
You see it next week. I'm posting about it. Thanks, guys.
Good on you, Kels. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Shaun Sport in podcast form.
When we last spoke to the governor, he was at the Nullarbor Roadhouse, actually.
in
We're
South
giving him
Australia.
some suggestions on other roadhouses he can stop on the way back for food. And we were wondering if he was going to get here in time to have a chat to us live.
The answer's no.
Yeah. And as we know, when you're driving a great distance, you always think, oh, am I making good time?
Yeah.
How am I going with time? Mm-hmm. The timing seems all out.
Well, it's 8:12. Jeremy McGovern, where are you?
How are you guys?
Wonderful.
I've fallen a couple hours short. I'm in Cunderdin.
Okay.
Oh, Cunderdin,
Jeremy
okay.
McGovern.
At school.
Yeah, not,
Come on, did you have a sleep in? Did you? What happened?
not exactly. No. I was actually up earlier than we wanted to get up, but we had to rest. Obviously, Nathan, as you know, you can't just be driving tired. We need to do the responsible
Yes.
thing.
You
Yes.
really do.
Well said, Gov.
So
Drive,
where
revive.
did you stay the night, Gov?
We stayed in Norseman last night.
Lovely.
Oh,
Delightful part of
Norseman.
the world, isn't it?
Did you go and take the photo with the horse there, Norseman?
Nah, look, no, I didn't. That wasn't on top of my priority.
Has there been
But,
any...
no.
Yeah, you go, Guff.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I looked up what to do in Norseman, and that was it. And I thought,
Yeah.
if that's all to do in Norseman, I'm going straight to the hotel and straight to sleep.
Gov, has there been any interesting sights coming across the Nullarbor that you didn't expect, or is it just emus and kangaroos
Shrubs.
and stuff?
You know what? There actually wasn't that much wildlife, to be honest.
Oh.
A lot less than I thought. I think it might be the time of the year, but I think the beauty of the whole drive is that the landscape's changing every couple of 100 k's. So it was actually,
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful.
And of course, the big question is, did you get any decent food?
Look, I took the advice. What was it? Cock and bitty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cocklebiddy, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. We pulled over, ordered. They nailed it. Got BLT sandwich
Oh yeah.
from there.
Freshly
and,
made, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the bloke's name that called up the ex-truckie. He was right. I agree. Ordering's the go.
Okay.
Hey, what's the pricing do you get stung when you're at these roadhouses?
Mate, way cheaper than... Well, inflation obviously hasn't hit him out there. That's for sure. 'Cause it's,
It stopped at the border.
Like, how much was that? How much was your BLT?
most of the... I think that was like $17.
Yeah, right.
Obviously, they give you chips and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But it was, for like a meal,
Yeah.
you know, you're looking at $35 in Perth for that for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Hey, that's a
Yeah.
good score, Gov.
So that's
But
all we've got to do is
also-
drive that way to get a cheap feed.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, 100%. Or I was going to say I can Uber Eats for that bloke. He spoke about the steak sandwich, said it was really nice. I could have bought it back for him.
To be honest, you're not home yet. Why don't you just swim back and get us one?
Yeah. I got plenty of time on my hands. I'll just chat around for him.
Hey, Gov.
But that's part of the reason I'm late.
Yeah,
Is
right.
because if you're stopping all the time
Yes.
to eat, you're chewing up half an hour. And then
Yeah.
before you know it, it's been 2 hours. So
Yeah. Hey,
I did hit the Southern Cross Roadhouse on just before, and Daddy was home.
Daddy was
That's how it's meant to be spread out. The WA Bay Maries, they know how to have it ready to go. Jump straight back in your car and get moving.
Yeah,
Hey,
okay, good call.
Can you put us on speaker for a second? You've got Maddie
You're
there.
on speaker.
Yeah.
Maddie's here just trying not to laugh at my gag.
Hi, Maddie. Hey,
Hi, Maddie.
how's he been, Maddie? Has he been like a nice, calm passenger? Does
Is he a passenger princess?
Yeah, what's he like?
Amazing.
John, be honest. No, be honest.
No, he's been great.
What a great way to spend time
It's not
together.
overly convincing.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said she's got 2 hours, so maybe we'll change her mind by then.
Well, it's such an interesting thing having a partner and spending that
Yes.
amount of time together because you normally have the kids
Shaun,
around.
can you imagine?
No, I can't. I can't remember last time we've been
Hey,
together.
Maddie, are you more in love with him than you were a week ago because of this time you've spent?
No comment.
Yeah. This is the time where you question everything you've done. Why did I accept that ring?
Why is this person
Why have we had
asleep in my
children
bed?
together?
Yeah. I was wondering why Maddie put her hand up so quick, and I just realised she just wanted to get away from the three kids.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right. Oh, well.
So, Gov, you're back here for Sunday's game, obviously. So you'll
Yeah,
make
mate.
sure you see Simo before or after the game.
I'll obviously get back today and then hopefully catch him over the next couple of days. And if I don't, I'll definitely obviously be there at the game to obviously see him off. And obviously Simo's a major reason I want to come back, but also like Liam Ryan's 100th game. A fair bit going on at the club the last week, and I just feel like I think we need everyone on deck and everyone just supporting each other through this week and this game. So I'll head into the club tomorrow and see the boys and send Simo off.
Absolutely. Now, I've seen Simo do a couple of interviews since post him finishing up at the West Coast Eagles. It's amazing how you can see the relief has come off him.
Oh, mate.
He's talking
100%.
completely
Night and
different. The energy level in him is quite amazing.
It looks like us when we're about to go on holidays.
But
It
but
is,
also,
though.
Shaun, because he's no longer coaching the club, he can be on it. Like you're not having to talk the party
guarded.
line and that sort of thing as well.
A lot of people have been writing and commenting on the fact that Adam is going to go out and do the coin toss, and they've said, boy, there should be something a little bit more for him. Shaun, what do you think?
Well, I just don't think that he wants that. I'm
Me
sure they would
neither.
have offered him a whole lot of different things.
I think he's
but
like,
he just doesn't want to.
give me the bare minimum thing that you want me to do.
And I'm sure, and Gov be able to attest to this, I'm sure even the coin toss for him to be out there in the middle for that
be a
period
lot.
of time might be a lot for him, yeah.
Yeah, look, I think he just doesn't really want to make it about himself and understands that the club's moving on. And like you said, he's relieved that he's in a way that he's finishing up. So I think this coin toss is nice. The club's offering all this stuff up for him and just see how he goes with it.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. Hopefully he wins it for us, but I think it's just for him just to spit his noise.
If he loses you the coin toss,
Yes,
that's
that's it.
another statistic he wants next to his name.
Just wait for the West on Monday.
Hey, Gav, one of the controversies this week was what he said to Bailey Williams, and he was saying that apparently he was commenting on his moustache. How bad is Bailey Williams' moustache in your opinion?
Look, I've been away for a week, but he started it a while ago.
Yeah.
And I was ashamed of him. It's shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it since. It was hard to judge, but yeah, Simo would have been having a gag with him about it for sure.
Well, so Harry started his. What day did you start yours, Harry? Because we've walked into this.
Oh yeah, Harry.
About a year ago.
But no, Harry, you get to a certain stage and then it sort of stops, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Shaun, when Shaun tries it, Shaun looks like one of the characters from The Hills Have Eyes. It's very I'm going to live in the walls of your house and come out at night.
But also wispy and there's not a lot to it, is there?
Hey, when I was in Bali, I actually got a shave at they do those cut
Like,
throats.
Did they laugh? Were they laughing?
I was
Were they
laughing.
using the opposite side when you pretend to shave with kids?
It's a big run up to Movember.
Yeah, exactly. It is. Yeah.
early on.
Shaun needs that much of a run up.
I need that. Harry doesn't. Look at him.
No.
He's all man today.
Well, Gav, good luck for the rest of the drive home, and also Maddie, good luck to you.
Good luck, Maddie.
Thanks.
We're always thinking of you,
The
Maddie.
true victim in all of this. We'll catch up with you soon, Gav.
Definitely.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.